Here, Benchmark, we had 3 separate engineering groups within North America, one in Santa Ana, one here in Tempe, and then one in Minnesota. What we did over the last few years was to join those groups into one cohesive North American Engineering Services group. So that kind of was the kicking point of why we started looking into those more collaborative tools. We have more options and integrated systems within Altium when we are able to use that for our customers. We have to be agile and adaptive to multiple customers coming through. So with that, we use multiple ECAD tools. With that though, we have used Altium, I think, for the last 5+, 6+ years. We've had customers come in looking for some of the new features that Altium have been using.
As a design engineer, efficiency, it becomes kind of a key factor for us. Prior to using Altium Co-Designer, really there would be nothing passed to the mechanical department from the electrical department.
I remember my first couple months working here, I had set a goal for myself to work more with the electrical engineering team. And probably 2 years went by where I hadn't really touched a PCB. Maybe I had sent a DXF file of a layout to the team and gotten it back, but I really didn't see behind the wall.
You know, I'm not going to say that we couldn't do it through the manual effort, but this certainly made it a lot more efficient. I've got a model here of one of our internal programs. This was the first program that we used Co-Designer on.
What Altium has brought us so far is all the engineering teams can work together on the same project.
We did the pull from ECAD, put them where we needed it, got the cables routed the way that we needed it, and then once that was completed, then I was able to go and do a push back to ECAD.
There's not a project that goes by that I don't have a big hand in the electrical side of things.
We incorporated some of software going into the online version so they can review the schematics and the layout drawings right there as we update and iterate through the design process.
It took away that barrier of having to go message somebody, say, hey, do I have the latest schematics? Just one tab away, it shows me exactly which line to follow and which test pins to go and probe. As software guys, we don't gotta look that up. We can just point and click like we're used to. And once you get here, you can get even deeper, and then you can see your board right at the end. Shoot straight over to 3D if you need, probe whatever you need to. Having Altium 365 gives me that one place to go to.
On the other side, for the BOM and the workflow development, Eric Mornis has been working on that on the back end to make sure that our standard process on how we review and work through these pieces are built into and integrated into the Altium 365.
That's the library manager role. It's kind of an administrative role, can decide, it's like, okay, well, something happened with this request that is outside of the norm and it should go through one of these steps. Or, maybe they catch a mistake that made it all the way through.
With having it integrated within Altium, the biggest difference from our standard process we do on every project, bringing that into here, there's just that additional check that's able with it being integrated.
Yeah, it's really just integrating a process that we were already doing and staying within the tool the entire time.
Now that we do have this, we haven't had a project that we've been able to pass over for DFM specifically for that. But we are investigating that as a need.
The pick and place is something that I don't really do.
So you
that's
need the
why
right people reviewing the right
exactly.
things for the
so
right part.
That's
okay.
where you need everyone's collaboration, because even though I can tell you part of it and I could say, okay, yeah, that looks great by me. If one of our S&T people take a look at it and it's like, oh, actually this looks different, then I messed up by not having that collaboration. So I think the more people that could get that link and the more different processes that will touch the board that can see it, the better.
I know it's live data. I know if I pull it up, I don't have to check version numbers. I can just see, okay, this is what they're planning.
It was really cool to see our mechanical design and then the circuit boards that we designed in Altium and the cables all in the assembly.
I already had everything already in the model. It was just very short cables. From that, I was able to go ahead and mate those cables, put the connectors where I needed in the model, and then grow the wire and the routing, and then be able to pass that back to the electrical team through co-designer. That was an amazing step forward for us.
For the customers that come to us for Altium usage, there's more options now to have more collaborative features and to allow us to focus more on the design needs and what the customer is trying to achieve.